hear them say, we go get back to you someday. How I go face tomorrow when I hate to borrow. Find love the remedy and turn around, call me lazy.
Yep. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Common Sense for Relationship. My name is Kingsley. My name is Toby, and welcome to our Common Sense for Relationship edition. And welcome. If you can hear me, please just type 111. Let me know you're here. I can see Queen Deborah. Debbie is here. If you can hear me, please just type 111. Let me know I'm not alone in this. It's the election edition. Yes, the election edition. And I don't know how many people went out to vote today. But before we go into the whole election thing, let me know if you can hear me, please. 111. Oh, thank you. All right. Yes. Once again, welcome. And I think you should be used to my face by now, somehow. You know, the last presidential election, I started, this time around. So I think God is trying to tell me something. Maybe I should go into politics full time. But anyways, I know it's not the face you're hoping to see. Mr. and Mrs. Bratton will be with us any moment from now. It's the election edition, like I said, and it's actually saddening for me. I'm not going to lie, because the election is not the way I want it to be. It's not the way I expected it to be. Honestly, I gotta be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. By the way, if you know you voted, if you know you went out to vote, you went out to vote, just type 222. Let me see those who really have faith in Nigeria, who have hope, who sees light at the end of the tunnel. If you went to vote today, just type 222. Let's see, because it was reported that there was a whole lot of low turnout across the state of Lagos. So if you actually went out to vote, let me just see you type 222. If you did not, just type I did not go to vote. I did not. I stayed in the house. Let's know ourselves. Oh, Salami went to vote. That's nice. You see, I really love this. Salami went to vote. That's nice. Is it only Salami? Messi, did you go to vote? Queen Debbie, did you go to vote? Those that went to vote, let me see you. Anyways, while you guys are still bringing your comments in, I want to welcome those who are joining us for the very first time. Like, you've not been on this channel before, you don't know what we do. Welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, please, I am begging you. It doesn't take anything. YouTube is not charging you. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share to as many people as you can. Share to your friends, as Mr. Kingsley will say, share to your enemies. Yes, share to everyone. Common sense for relationship. We talk about relationship and we give value for every issues of life. Okay. Yeah, so I said I wasn't happy about the turnout of the election today, especially in Lagos. I stay in Lagos, of course, so I wasn't excited about it. There were a whole lot of wahala left, right, and center. It wasn't really going down well with me. Yes. So please, as I'm saying, if you can also drop a comment of how it was in your area. You say Engineer KJ, how much is that preview? Messi did not vote. Of course, he didn't vote. Hi, can you imagine? He did not vote. Anyways, as customary, today we will have a game. For those who are joining us again for the first time, if you don't know what we do here. So today is the election edition. Okay, we talk about how the election was in our areas and all that. But at the end of the game of the show, we'll have a game, and a hashtag will be sent out by Mr. and Mrs. Bature. Use the hashtag, and you stand a chance to win a cash prize at the end of the show. Use the hashtag, stay with us till the end of the show, and I think 20 minutes of the show, yeah, the winners. No, is it 45 minutes of the show? The winner will be announced. Whoever won, yes. So please, there's a whole lot of goodie here. All right. So if you're coming in, don't worry. You most likely will leave today's program with a gift. Okay. Anyways, I heard one of the things I heard is that about the election today, INEC has postponed elections in 10 polling units in Lagos. I hope my own polling unit is not part of that then anyways. Anyways, thank you all for coming. We're gonna have fun here. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. And I don't know if Mr. and Mrs. Baturi are backstage already. If you're backstage, please. Okay, good. They're backstage. Good one, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause and a standing ovation, please, let's make welcome the host for the show, the host of the show, Mr. and Mrs. Bature. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, KJ. Thanks so much for starting. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thanks for joining us today on this show.
This particular edition.
Yes, Common Sense for Relationships,
Yes.
Election Edition.
That's second chance. because the election should have held last week. But this is a second chance to get it right. And why we are talking about the election edition and the second chance to get it right? Perhaps someone in your relationship, is there a second chance? A second chance at love, a second chance at getting it right, a second chance at a second chance at voting for the right person in your life. Is there a second chance somewhere?
It's just that the problem with the second chance you're talking about is that for Nigeria, we did not have an option. We had to do this second chance with the same INEC.
we couldn't change the playing field. We couldn't change any of the parameters.
We had to do the second chance with the same INEC, and the same INEC now came with new tricks.
Everybody, we have some new people. We have some new people coming in today. But everybody, the show has actually started since KJ was here, just so that you understand. And the way we are going with the flow today is, we're even though we are talking about election and talking about Nigeria, but we are interspersing it, and we are blending it with how it relates to our lives and our relationships, right? So, and in this particular case, there's second chance with INET. But my wife had just made it very clear that if you have a second chance where the person that is in this relationship with you happens to be coming back with new tricks, should you really be giving them a second chance? Now, I mean, that's for somebody out there.
Yeah, because in our case, like I said, and I am re-emphasizing, we did not have the choice as Nigerians. to have a different partner for this second chance. We had to go with the same INEC. And this time around they came with newly improved
tricks. New tricks.
tricks like changing polling unit location and having all kinds of funny claims and deciding that they are going to or claiming that it is for security reasons in a location where they never had issues before. And if you're wondering which location I'm talking about, I'm using VGC for this is VGC. What happened in VGC? You've been voting, you've been conducting elections over and over again with no issues. Today, we are now claiming that it is not secure inside VGC, but it is secure on the express.
On the express. That doesn't have gate.
That doesn't have gate, that is exposed to all the possible attacks that could come from any source. So yes, that's but for people, right? For people, I hope that you realize that you have options. It's not a do or die. You must not marry that person. It's not by force.
You have gone personal now. You have left the national and you have come to the personal.
Yes. It's not by force to marry that person. Some people will say, all the men are few. Available men, good men are few. Let me manage this one. And then you continue to live with, or you continue to endure all kinds of nonsense in a relationship in the name because you are afraid. So, and sometimes you even have people who will try to brainwash you, who will try to manipulate you to the point that you think that truly my best chance is with this terrible person. They'll tell you things like, you're lucky, you're fortunate that I even managed to date you or to ask you out or to even consider you as a potential husband or potential wife. You're not good enough for anybody. If you leave me, you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life. And sometimes they say it so much that people begin to believe that maybe what this guy is saying is true. Who will love me? If he can't love me, who will love me? If she can't love me, who will love me? And they stay. But hey, look, you have a chance. You have options. There are plenty of people out there. And even if it is true that you cannot find anybody else, you are better off alone and happy than in a relationship with somebody who continues to bastardize your sanity. No, you don't need that. So please, you have options.
Okay, so that is the first thing that you have brought out here, that an election brings the possibility of options. So an election is actually like a relationship, and it just tells you that it gives you options. Just the same way an election gives you options. Life gives you options on which relationship you should vote for,
who you do business with,
who you partner with, who you go out with, who you hang out with.
And I like the fact that you compared the election to life, right? And you can also compare the election to relationships. I mean, it's just like Nigerians and INEC were in a relationship, and INEC broke our hearts. Or INEC lied to us. INEC did not do what they said they were supposed to do. So this is like somebody that is in a relationship with you. They made you promises.
I will take care of you.
They made commitments.
You will be the only apple in my eye.
I will love you forever.
I will love you forever.
As in, you are the only one for me.
They sang Tosi Martin's song for you. Shebi is that sang Olomi. By the time they sing it for you, finish. That's how they do during election. Now they come and they give you promises. They sing for you. Sometimes they even show you where they are walking without shoes, just so that they can tell you that they relate with you. Do you understand? So an election is it's like life, and it's like the relationships that we have. So when people make you promises in relationship, it means that you also need to be doing something. You need to be checking. You need to be checking.
When they make promises, you need to check. And this whole election thing gives us a very perfect
backdrop.
You can call it backdrop. You can also call it a depiction of how things happen, how things play out after people are disappointed in relationships. Because there are different ways that people respond when their hearts have been broken. When somebody who made a commitment to you does not keep it. When somebody who said they would be there for you they
are
leave.
suddenly not there anymore.
They leave. Or when you were made to think you're the only one, then you find out there are others. Or when they told you, you know what, I am going to be true to you. We are going to do this. We are in this together, and then you find out that it's not together. They're still the ones that are calling the shots, doing everything, saying exactly what was done, not honoring your opinion, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
When you're faced with things like that, when your heart has been broken, the trust has been broken, the commitment has not been kept, right? Then how do you respond? And we can see the different responses in Nigeria.
Yes.
Will tell you that it is the same way in relationships. The responses are different depending on how people process the information, depending on how people process the event. The responses are different.
Interesting.
And I'll just pick the first one.
Okay.
Before this election, they were saying, before the presidential, we're talking about Nigeria's problem used to be voter apathy, but everybody was surprised when 25th came and so many people showed up to vote. So it was like, okay, Nigeria's problem is no longer voter apathy, right? But then what happened after the drama of INEC? We went right back to voter
apathy because people lost confidence.
Yes, and that's what happens in some relationships. When you break people's hearts, when you don't keep your word, when you're not true to the commitments that you made, some people say, you know what, I can't deal. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I don't believe in this. In fact, like that guy said last week, my spirit, or was it 2 weeks ago, my spirit has left this relationship. Because they're like, I can't handle this. I can't bring myself back to that place where you are going to take advantage of me. I can't continue to stay in this environment where you deceive me, where you lie to me, where you gaslight me. I can't continue to be in this place where I am emotionally traumatized because of my dealings with you and because of how you are responding or how you are acting in this relationship. So people like that say, you know what, I am not going to stay and continue to endure this. I am walking away. And sometimes that's the end of the relationship, especially when, if they're not married, it's very easy to walk away. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. I will not let you do this to me anymore. I'm protecting my heart. I will not do this with you anymore. I am leaving. That's one response. There are many others, but this is the first one I'll talk about, and then we'll get into the others later in the show.
And it's particularly interesting. I just got a prompt that it seems that our video is lagging. I think the sound is clear, but it seems the video is lagging, and so it may have something to do with technical or network difficulties. So please, if you're hearing us, if you're watching us, and you're feeling this thing, it's as if some of the our internet provider feed on go vote, and he forgets to switch on the main internet. So that's part of the things that happen during election, so please just bear with us. We're hoping that it will normalize before the end of the program.
But can they hear us well? Can you hear us
well? Can you hear us well? If you can hear us well,
just type 222. You can hear us loud and clear.
If you can hear us loud and clear, besides the type. Oh, we have a first timer. Salami Titilayo Aderonke. Salami Titilayo Aderonke.
Welcome, Titi.
Yes. Welcome.
Yes, we're happy to have you on the show. Welcome. We're happy to have you.
We're happy to have you. Please, don't worry. Our network is not usually like this, Titilayo, so you won't get a bad first impression. No, don't worry. It's election that is causing this one to be like this. So because today, even this election, banks too went to go and vote because I've been trying to do transaction all day. It didn't work. I had to, go through Brother Ope to sort out some things, but as we speak about this, I need to bring to the attention, we have a KJ mentioned it, that we have a a draw, and we usually like to pick at least 3 winners every week, at least 3 winners. And as it is election, we also have to, do a draw. It's not just that you came and we have to do a draw of those that are online.
And we have to make sure that everybody
sees the draw.
The winners are.
Yes. So this one, there's
not,
online that we are uploading the results online.
Directly.
So
that there's no story.
So that there's no story. But in this election edition, right, and as it affects relationships, people need to understand certain things. And another key factor, apart from the fact that election, just like relationships and like life, gives us options, people need to also understand that your choice is critical. It is by choice. You decide who works with you. Friendship, relationship, partnership, even marriage is by choice.
Yes.
So who you vote for is a product of you executing your choice. So choice is critical in relationship. Nobody forces you. You cannot say, oh, why are you getting married? You say, I'm of marriageable age. Or why are you voting? They said all of us in our church should vote ... So, but when you come to voting or choosing or making a choice about something, the choice must be critically your own. We have counseled a number of people, and by the time you listen to people talk, you feel somehow when you find out that most people do not take responsibility for their choices. They often say, oh, it's that person that made me do this thing.
It was this person that connected us.
It was this person that connected us. So when there's a problem, you are following, you are always going as if it's that person
that needs to solve it.
That needs to solve the problem.
The ones that did the introduction.
Yes.
And so that's something so important that you have said. It's not by force.
Yes.
Your marriage is your marriage. You cannot go and say somebody forced you to marry. Instead, Kuma decide that you're not going to get married than to say you were forced to marry. It's just like today. Some people went to vote and they were threatened. You must vote this
such and such.
Yes. Or you are going to get it. And some of them insisted to vote their choice. And some people were actually physically assaulted
because of their choice.
So they chose to, at all costs, vote. Now, there's some people who will say, if that's the case, Akuma will not vote, and I'm going home. The same way some people will say, okay, Mr. So, or these people of influence in my life, if you will not allow me to marry my choice, then I will decide I'm never going to get married.
Yeah.
When people are tired of me living single, then you will now leave me alone. What I really want to do
exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, there are different ways for you to put your foot down, because really your life is your life. And when you get into that marriage, it is your marriage. And the people that you say forced you to, they will not be inside that house with you all the time.
Yeah.
So it's you that is going to live with the consequence of being married to that person. So really, it has to be your choice. It has to be your choice.
Your choice.
Please don't allow anybody force you to marry somebody that you have not accepted, you have not agreed to marry, as in from your heart.
And also in that regard, don't also let anybody pressure you into a relationship that in your heart you have not decided to enter. There's some people that enter a relationship because the guy that likes me has money. So he says he likes me. I don't really like him, but he has money. And
so the money becomes the pressure point.
The money becomes the pressure point.
Oh,
so it becomes a case. It becomes, and we see that even in this election. I don't want to go there, but you know what I'm talking about. Yes. So don't let yourself get into that place. You must be able to say, if I got into this relationship, I got into it because I went in with my eyes open. So that we will stop all these things that we hear every other week. After all I have done for him.
Mm. Mm.
Hashtag.
I think we have quite a number of comments.
Yes, we have
Some.
quite a number of comments that we can just take it with everybody saying different things about the election. We'll just take the comments. Okay, oh, there's also another first timer, Akinluyi Blessing. Hey, Blessing. Hashtag first timer. Blessing, we celebrate you.
Blessing.
Martin say, even bro Ope they do a shoko. But Ope has been good to me. I'm telling you. Chinedu say some internet group feed don't go vote. Not true now, Chinedu. I'm telling you. That's what is happening to us. And I'm hoping that it has normalized now. CSFR election edition. Politicians be good at promising and failing at the long run. Yes, but it's not only politicians that do it. That's what we have said. Some people in relationships also do it. They promise and they fail. Everything is by choice. Thank you, Chinedu. Interesting points here. Right on, man. Sonwolu has connected to us through this election. I think he's in love with the Lagosians because of the election, as per election concern. Yeah. Somebody, Jerry says breakfast na national cake. I hear you. It has to be your choice. Right on, man. That's true. That's true. CSFR, more reasons why majority say love fades. Love fades. So question, even if majority says love fades, does love really fade?
So let's just address that question before you move on. Does love fade? Now, people need to understand. I always talk about this discrepancy, as in, when you look at love, some people just think love is the feeling, love is the emotions, love is the butterflies, love is the vibe, and so on and so forth. But really, love is so much more. Okay, love is patient, love is kind, love is not boastful, love keeps no record of wrong, love rejoices in good, and so on. As in, if you look at the definition of love, especially from the context of the Bible, you will see that love never fails. Because love will bear with you under any and every condition.
So
love will stick through difficult circumstances. Love will not keep record of the last thing you did. It's almost as if love forgets what you did wrong the last time. Do you understand? So if that is the love that you're looking at, then it doesn't fade. But now let's talk about the one that affects, that most people understand, the definition that most people speak
because that's the question I wanted to ask. The question I wanted to ask is, if you're saying that love never fades or love never fails, then is it possible that a number of the things that people are calling love is not really love?
So, you talk about and or. We have to realize that what people mean by love is different. And that's why whenever you are talking about love, you have to say what you mean. Okay? You have to say what you mean. When I talk about love, this is what I mean. So when you're talking about love that fades, right? Then you're talking about the love that is conditional.
I hear you.
And that love will fade or will increase based on the conditions. So when everything is going well, I love you, I'm so in love with you. When things are not going well, the love is fading. When you stop keeping your word, love is fading. When you start doing a away game, love is fading, and so on and so forth. So that love, that one that is based on conditions, and that one that is driven by our own human feelings and so on, that love fades. So it will now be your responsibility in that relationship, if you really mean to stay in it, for you to, the best thing, find somebody who is also willing to make it work. Because it takes two. It takes two. Because some people will say, I will love you for both of us. It sounds so romantic. I love you so much, baby. I love you for both of us. You don't need to love me. This is the time that one of my sisters will say Pokija.
Please translate it in English. You don't know,
like wonderful by them. That's a wonderful thing of wonder. Oh my goodness. Because you're claiming you love for the two of you in the relationship, but for how long? Your tank, your own love tank will become empty at some point when you're not getting anything back. So it needs to be mutually beneficial. I love you, you love me.
Yeah.
I help you, you help me. I'm there for you, you are there for me. Right? You annoy me, I forgive you. I annoy you, you forgive me. We disagree, we choose to work together to come to a point of agreement or a point of alignment or a point of compromise, find a path forward together. How can one person do that all the time for a relationship to work when the second person is not at all shifting? One day you say, you know what?
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done.
I've had it.
One day.
I've given someone. I can't take this anymore.
After all I've done for you.
Yes. So we can continue with the other comments.
Yeah. Okay. So some people are insistent that love they fade. Nicholas say love they fade.
Yes, that's what we have just talked about.
Salami Titilayo says, I think at times people force someone to do something because they have the power to do so. Today, APC hoodlums want to destroy one shop because she didn't vote for APC, and they also threaten her. Interesting. Messi is of the opinion that true love doesn't fade. True love. I think some Blessing said love fades. So then Jerry answered, that's why I'm still single. It's as if Jerry's love used to fade, as in it's either Jerry's love has been fading or some people have been fading Jerry's love. Do you understand? So he has loved them, his own didn't fade, but their own for him has been fading. Jerry, this thing, take heart. Take heart.
Better. Jerry, but don't give up. Jerry, be on the lookout for somebody who is willing to do it with you. Okay? Not somebody who is just going to sit back and let you do all the work and then they'll be breaking your heart.
Jerry says, please pass that across to those lover boys and lover girls in the house. Akin Messin says, I love her points. Thank you. I've just been informed by my program director that we need to give the hashtag for the day. The hashtag for the day is hashtag second chance. Hashtag second chance.
Second. SECOND chance. CHANCE. Hashtag. Yes. And there's no space. Just put it together.
There's no space. Hashtag second chance. Okay. So it's just like she spelled no, and it doesn't need to be caps lock.
Yeah.
Right. Second chance. Yeah. Hashtag second chance.
Thanks, Chinedu. Chinedu is trying to emphasize what we said, that it needs to be mutually beneficial. We can go to the next comments. Mutual.
Hashtag second chance. I believe you can see it there in the comments. Hashtag second chance. So in case you are wondering what the hashtag is for and you're just joining us, the hashtag is for you to enter the draw for the giveaway that we will have at the end of the show. Hashtag second chance. Hashtag second chance. Right.
So are we taking more comments, or can I go to the next thing, the next way people react to?
Please, if you've gotten the hashtag and we can take it away, please type 111 in the comment section. Type 111 if you have it. Hashtag second chance. That's what you should use for all your that's the comment. That's the hashtag to enter the draw. And it is all in small caps. Okay. All right. So we can take it away. Right.
All right. So I'll take the second point and then we come back to the comments.
Yes.
So the second thing that happens, which we have clearly seen, is that some people will have faith in a relationship, even when it is going bad. And some people, and those people, such people, will go back and sit down and try to justify why they should continue in that relationship. Okay? So maybe they'll say things like, he didn't mean to, or she didn't mean to hurt me. It was a mistake. It wasn't planned. or well, nobody's perfect. I think it was a one-off. It won't happen again. He has promised or she has promised that it will not happen again. And I choose to believe them, Or they will say, well, maybe it was even my fault. I spoke too harshly, or I was too forceful. So maybe I will make some adjustments so that by the next, it will not happen again. Do you understand? And after justifying, they will continue in that relationship, and they are likely going to get hurt again. It's a possibility,
But
because some people that were chased in the
hold
last
on.
election
That's where I was going to.
were chased again
In this
election,
in this
right?
election.
And that's because we chose to have faith again in INEC and hope that, well, maybe that first one was not intentional. Maybe it was just logistics difficulties. Maybe it was teething problems. Maybe because I was the first to run for this 2023 elections, the gubernatorial and the other ones will be better. So we came out again, right? For those who went out today, went out again, and in some places it was even worse than the first. So just know that when you stay in a relationship that they have shown you pepper before, just know that there's a likelihood that you will see more pepper.
More pepper. we have another first timer, Aminat Adegoke. We celebrate you.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome, Aminat.
She used the hashtag first timer. So Aminat, if this is your first time, it's a good day to be here since we are voting, and our own INEC has said that the hashtag to join our giveaway at the end of the show is to use hashtag second chance in your comments. Yes, and use it in at least one comment, hashtag second chance, and you will get the chance to enter our raffle draw at the end of the show, and you will come away with something in this election, because every time there's an election, you come away with something,
certificate of return,
certificate of return. And
so hopefully we'll give you a certificate that will help you return
a certificate that will help you return to the next edition of the show. So it can come in data or credit or cash. Certificate of return.
Yes. So please, if I mean, we just talked about the second reaction, which is that you can choose to believe again and continue in that relationship. And when that happens, there's a possibility. I mean, the outcomes are varied. It could be that things will actually work out fine, and you say, yes, this time around everything is fine, or that thing that happened before that was terrible hasn't happened since. Truly, it was a one-off and everything is fine. It could also be that you will be hurt again. The potential is there. You can't really say how it will turn out.
Actually,
so you can share if you have. I wanted to say, so if you have any of these experiences of maybe where you stayed in a relationship after you had been hurt, and then you have some feedback to share about how that went, feel free to leave a comment about that in the chat.
Akinli Blessing said, I wish I can do a voice note here. Blessing, if you have something to share, if you can't do a voice note, we can ask the program director to send a link and you can call into the show. We would like to hear what you have to say. Yes, we'd like to hear what you have to share. Please guys, send the invite link on the group so that Blessing can join. We have a few first timers today. Okay, so Salami said that's what happened to the gospel singer Ekweme. And it's interesting and sad one that happened. But you see, that's also something that what you're pointing out is the fact statistically. It's been said that if someone has physically abused you before, the likelihood that it will happen again is higher. So if you're in a relationship and someone has physically abused you before, the likelihood that it will happen again increases. Do you understand? Than if he has never physically assaulted you before. So in this case where we're looking at second chance, so we're saying, hey, you need to evaluate your relationships. And when we're saying give something a second chance, it's not just that we're saying, oh, go and try again. No, we're saying take another look at the relationship you're in, take another look at how it has affected you, and then take a decision to say, do I want to continue in this like this?
In fact, let me just add this.
Please
You
add.
said we're talking about second chances. If it's a second chance, it's a second chance at love, not a second chance at being with a particular person. It's a second chance at love. It's a second chance at finding what will be your safe space. Because you want that relationship to be a safe space. You want your marriage to be a safe space. You want your home to be a place that you can come to. And even if it's chaos all around the world, when you get in there, you want peace. You want warmth. You want to be welcomed. You want a place that you can let down your hair. You can be yourself without fear of retribution. So when we say second chance, it's a second chance that you're finding the right relationship, finding the right match, finding the right person. Not a second chance at being with this particular person. If somebody is showing you shege, before it was pepper, now it's shege. If somebody is dealing with you, we're not asking you to consider a second chance to continue
with the
being
person.
battered, to
No.
continue being abused, to continue being taken for granted, to continue being mistreated, such that you are not happy, you are not growing, you are not becoming the best version of yourself.
Yes.
Because you're stifled and you're restricted and you're restrained and you're put down. You don't need that kind of environment. So we're not saying second chance for you to continue in that. We're saying second chance, you sit down, look at it by yourself and give yourself a second chance at finding the right one.
Well said. Somebody said you said it was Shege. Somebody said it's Shege Pro Max. It's Shege Pro Max.
Yeah.
So I think they have sent the link. Blessing or who they have sent the link in the group. You can click the link and you can come backstage and share your thoughts with us. Martin says, I went to capture a girl I missed during presidential election, but lo and behold, let me not talk. Martin, talk now. Martin, talk. Martin, talk. Is the capture for me? Was it? Did you try to capture the girl using what's that thing? Beavers. Was it beavers capture or what kind of capture? Victor Silva, hey bro, how now? He says, I'm seeing comments about jackpot to another relationship. I beg, please do research before you jackpot anywhere. Victor has experience in jackpot, and he shared something with us last week. If you were not here, please just follow the link on this channel and watch the video for last week. Please, before you jackpot, do your research. He has a point there. Before you jackpot, do your research. And that's something else that people don't do before they get into relationship. Somebody comes and promises you that if you vote for me, I will make sure that you have road from your house to your office. And you jump up and go and vote for the person. And after 4 years, the person doesn't deliver. The person now comes again and says, if you vote for me, I will put road. The question you should be asking, why is it that people don't do research before they jump into relationships? Somebody comes and says, I like you, and you are not checking out this guy that likes me. Who also does he like? What are the things he likes? What's the track record that this guy has in liking people? What's the consistency of this guy to the relationships that he has kept? Now, when you look at his Facebook, is it just exes that are following him everywhere around? Do you understand? Has he kept his word when he promised someone? So I'm linking it with politicians and how they promise us and how they come back and say, give me another chance. What has this person delivered?
What is she about?
What is she about?
What are they doing right now? What are the things they are committed to? What are they passionate about? Because see, values are important. If people don't have integrity, if people have not kept their word in other instances, why do you think that they will now all of a sudden what will make it different when it comes to your case that they will keep their word. So you actually have to check for track record, not just when you're voting for a politician to come into office. You have to check for track record. With relationships, you have to check what people are about. Do they have a track record of success? You say you want to marry somebody who is a successful businessman. Look for the record of success now in business. Which small business did he advance, or is it just
what has been committed to his hand?
I move things. I handle logistics.
I move things.
And then you now check that it's only himself that he's moving from office to office.
Yes.
Or something. You actually have to check and at least establish that there's a trend. There's some indication that this person is tending towards what he claims to be, or where he says he's going, right? Don't just assume. Don't just take the words and swallow it.
Don't just take the words for. And the truth is, especially with election and with relationships, most people, every time they want to get your vote, they put their best foot forward. For me, every time someone shows me their best foot, I'm trying to see what the second leg looks like. Yes. So if someone shows you their best foot, my brother, my sister, try to find out what does the second leg look like, because you have to also be careful. The second leg may be horse leg, or goat leg, or pig leg.
This second leg you're talking about is very important. Because some people, every time you see this person, it is a planned date. And for this planned date, the person's friends help him or her to package. And so the person comes looking like the best thing after fried rice. As in the car they come in, the dressing, the outfits, the combination of the hair clip, the earring, and the shoes, everything, the face, oh my goodness, picture perfect. Everything, the clean cut. And then every date is planned, every hangout is planned, and everybody's picture perfect. You have to now try to start. That's what we are calling the best foot. Start looking for the other foot. Look for the other foot. So these other foods, you catch these other foods very early in the morning when you take people by surprise.
And appear in the house before makeup.
Yes. You catch these other foods when you decide, let's go swimming together.
And you have done makeup.
So that you actually see, at least what the real figure is.
Let's go swimming together. Brosses, please listen to these tactics. If you want to know what is holding things together, just tell the sister, I see you, I like what I'm seeing, but can we go swimming? Can we go swimming together? So that you know that what you are seeing is what you're actually seeing.
Because you have to know if is that the real figure? Is that the true hairline? Because before we used to think it's only ladies that do these things. Until one day I watched a clip of one guy that he actually went to salon, and there's a way they'll just install the hair.
Meanwhile, now bad head, brother. But
as you just
there's installation of hair.
In fact, they even do this thing. They fix beards now to be part of the beard gang. So ladies, you to shine your eye. Be checking, is this thing natural? Be tracking. So you know how you have to start doing what do they call it? Do picture, do selfie, do pictures. So you can be checking. Let's see if it's consistent over the over the weeks to months. And now that we wear, it's as in people wear things to enhance. Is that the true the curve? Are those the true dimensions?
Is the statistics correct?
Or have some things been put on? Because I entered one shop one day, I was like, hey, I pity men.
Please pity us. We are doing well.
Because now there are some things that you will wear, and you increase the circumference on all the directions, both laterally and
my brosses are seeing things. So brosses are seeing things. We are seeing things.
Please check. Check. They say I work in social place. Just do a surprise visit. Act as if you're taking lunch to the person, or you want to just invite them for something. Just show up at this office and find out if they're even there, if they even work there. Do you understand? Just do your check. You know, background check, security check, all the checks you need to do, please, to protect yourself and protect your future and
Yeah.
protect your heart as well. And in some cases, to protect your money.
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
people will just find their way into your heart. And
Mhm.
then from your heart, they will now drill
Into your
gold
pocket.
into your vault, your the one that is in CBN or inside that your bank, as in they'll just direct access and they'll start siphoning, and you just be thinking all is well. Then we'll now start talking about how you were taking you
Somebody
somebody
took advantage of you.
and dealt with you. By the time they leave your life, you're light, because they've taken your substance.
Your substance. Wow. I've just been informed that we are about to close the draw. So is hashtag second chance, no spaces, nothing in between. If you made a comment with hashtag second chance, then we're about to close the draw. But we will take some comments and then we will do the we will go to Beavers and see what it has uploaded.
Yes.
Do you have one or 2 points that you want to?
One more point.
So that's the point for the draw. That's the hashtag second chance, no spaces.
Yeah.
Make sure it's in your comment and you qualify for the draw.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Now
Babi.
we talked about the people who leave the relationship. We talked about people who stay and potentially get hurt again, or if things turn out well, everything goes well. And then now there are the people who choose to stay. But they stay ready for battle. Like some people who came back in this election. They came back with dogs.
Yes.
They came back with
bodyguard,
baseball bats.
With baseball bats.
They came back
in case anybody
with sticks. As in
so it means that
so
it is a case of once beaten,
twice shy.
Second time I'm not shy again. So that's how you should position for certain relationships. Once some people are beating you, you're not saying I'm not going into another relationship. No, you're not saying that. You're saying, but at the second time, I'm not shy again. Maybe the first time you took advantage of me, I was shy. But the second time, I'm not shy. My eyes has opened. I have my baseball bat. I have my dog.
You're ready. You're ready. You're defending yourself. You are alert. Before when people will pass, you think, oh, somebody just passing. Now you're checking. Is that a potential attacker? And you are ready. So I mean, these are different ways. So some people will stay in a relationship and they're marking you, they're watching you, they're keeping tabs, they're checking to make sure that you don't take them for granted again. Especially if you've made so many promises and you've apologized and they're thinking, just in case it really was a mistake, and just in case you really mean this apology and this, I will not do it again. I will stay, but I have my defenses.
There's something that peace. Hey, Oga Peace. We greet you.
Hi, Peace.
It says, I am who I am. What I built over time as a behavior will in time become my character. Some of these mannerisms, character, attitude are not what you change over time. An abuser will always carry the trait, tendency, and potential to be one, no matter how you try to change the person. And that is what we have said. In relationship, don't try to change anybody. You yourself should be the one doing the analysis to see if this guy has done it before and he has a track record of doing it, he will do it again. It doesn't. A leopard will not change its spots, no matter how attracted he is to you.
I thought you were going to say, no matter how attracted he is to the antelope.
To the antelope. That's a good one. It's an even better one. Yes. It won't change his spots.
Oh my goodness.
Mercy says, when you are emotionally damaged, your brain replaces that same hurt over and over again. In your head, not constantly, but when you have quiet idle moments, that pain comes back up. And Mercy, very true. Usually for cases like this in psychology, what we usually advise is that if you have been emotionally damaged, please do not attempt to go into another relationship until you have healed. Right? If you are emotionally damaged, you need a period to heal. If you see a therapist or a psychologist or a counselor to help you walk your way back to wholeness, because the wounds of the body, physical wounds, when you want them to heal, you cauterize them or you clothe them, you dress them, you clean them, and then you cover them, you give them time to spend without outside interference to heal. The injuries of the mind the when you are emotionally damaged, you need to give yourself chance to heal without any outside interference. No new relationship, nobody you are bringing into your life. And please do not think that you will use another relationship to heal one that damaged you before. That will not happen. Our time is
okay,
up.
so we need to do the draw, right?
Yeah.
And then after the draw, we'll see if we can take some more comments.
After the draw, we'll see if we can take some more comments. We need to close it now. And yes, the giveaway, we are trying to get Beavers online.
Yes.
We are trying to get Beavers online. Beavers is my guys, is Beavers ready? Is Beavers ready? Yes. Can everybody see the Beavers screen?
Let's look at it. It's not showing up yet.
Is it showing yet? Is it showing? If it's showing yet, please type 111. If you can see the Beavers screen, type 111.
Yeah. If you can see our second chance.
Yes, if you can see the second chance screen, please type 111. Yes, yes. Okay, so that screen, we are going to do the draw. And yes, I think they can see. They can see it. Yes, they can see it.
Okay, good.
Yes, it's a second chance something.
Let's do it.
And
let's do this.
The draw is 3, 2, 1, action. So the first winner for today is Aminat Adegoke. Aminat Adegoke is our first winner for today. Second, please guys, take down her details, and you can drop the link for her to put in her details, and we'll get back to her. Aminat Adegoke. Second winner for today is 3, 2, 1, draw. Yeah. I like the countdown. I mean, Akinluyi blessing. Akinluyi. I hope I got it right.
Yes,
Akinluyi blessing. Please celebrate Akinluyi blessing. Second winner for today.
And isn't she one of the first timers?
Oh, Akinluyi blessing is the first timer.
So.
Oh, the first timer. You carry better luck. All right. And the final winner for today is Alanwoke Martins. No, Alanwoke Martins. Guy, you better say you get jazz. Too much luck. I can guys, please let me know. Should we award it to Martins? Because Martins has been winning.
No, I think he has won just once.
He has won just once. Are you sure? But I think he won last week. Was
it last week?
I don't know. Okay, maybe it's upper
Martins
week.
confess now. See, he's
Martins,
laugh out loud.
Martins has been winning too much. Should we give him, or we should give his position to another?
To another. Martins.
Okay, decide now. I have to close the show. Director, should we give him? Martins, your hand is your destiny is in the hand of the director. Director say we should give to another.
Okay, so
Martins, you have been winning too much. Martins. But don't worry, Martins is one of our in-house guys. He does some things for us, so we can afford to give his position to another. I'm sure he won't mind. So that it will be good if we have all new winners this week, as in first timers. No, we've already had Aminat Adegoke. Yeah, we have. So, Martins is as if Martins' luck still wants to come back. So whoever it is this time, we'll give it to you. Martins' luck. Martins. All right. Messi Asuko.
Messi won before.
Messi, I don't know if Messi has won. Messi, have you won before? We don't know. Anyway, but that's it for today. We have to call it a wrap. So Martin said no, I just want don't worry. It's a second chance something. Martin. It is fine. We will take it. We will take everyone. And thank you all for being today. There was a comment I wanted to take. And yes, Victor Silva say if you've won recently, you shouldn't be eligible. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
That program needs
That-
to be looked into.
yes, yes. We'll tell congratulations, Messi. Messi hasn't won before, so that's why Martins then jump and pass. So Martins was pleading for a second chance, you know, but since it's a second chance, something Martins was pleading for a second chance. There was a comment I wanted to read, but I can't find it now. I can't find it right now, and we have to go. Bobby, final words.
Final words. You have seen how it is with the elections, and you have seen the lessons that we have drawn from it for relationships. And so we encourage you, please, just remember what we have said today. I know that you did a log of some of the high points. Don't expose yourself to continuous battering, to continuous gaslighting, continuous deception, and so on. It is not by force that you must marry one particular person. Okay. And we encourage you, go into relationships with people that you know are willing to also give to that relationship, are willing to work it with you to make it work. Because really, it takes two, as they say. It takes two to tango, it takes two to do that relationship right. I'll leave you to do the rest of the final words.
All right. So all I would say is for our winners, please reach out to us. Reach out to us or reach out to any member of our team, so that we can capture your details and we will forward your giveaway to you. Next week we'll produce the roll call of all the people that won in the month of March.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that so that you can see. I think we've had almost 12 winners so far, because we do every week. Please, in the spirit of second chances, please look well, shine your eyes, right? Never walk into any relationship blind. Walk into every relationship with your eyes wide open.
Yep.
That will be all from me, and we'll call it a
Thank
wrap.
you so much, everyone, for being with us today. See
And
you
please, we're
next
so
time.
sorry for the network. This thing, we don't know why the network was like that. It's election.
We're not in our usual base, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Hopefully it will be better next time. Thanks for staying with us to
Yeah.
the end of this one.
Yeah.
See you next time. And remember,
Common sense is not so common.
Bye.
Bye. So